almost everything you think you know about cats is wrong. For centuries, these mysterious little creatures have been misunderstood, surrounded by myths, old wives' tales, and confident assumptions that simply are not true. We say cats are cold. We say they only tolerate us. We say they are aloof, ungrateful, and impossible to understand. But modern science is quietly tearing these beliefs apart, one by one. The truth about your cat is far stranger and far more touching than the myths we have been told. In the next few minutes, we are going to bust 10 of the most common myths about cats. And number 8 is one that could actually put your cat in danger. By the end, you will understand the animal sleeping beside you better than ever before. So stay until the end, because the biggest myth of all is the one almost everyone still believes. Let us begin. Before we start, here's something to keep in mind. Cats have lived alongside humans for almost 10,000 years, and yet we still understand them far less than we think. Unlike dogs, who were carefully bred to work with us, cats more or less domesticated themselves, and they never fully gave up their wild instincts. That is why they are so easy to misread. A cat's behavior follows a logic all its own, shaped by millions of years as both a hunter and, at times, prey. When we judge cats by human rules or even by dog rules, we get them completely wrong. So as we go through these myths, try to set aside everything you assumed. Look at your own cat with fresh eyes, because once you understand what is really going on behind those calm, watchful eyes, you may be amazed at what you have been missing all along. Myth number 1. Cats are aloof and do not really love their owners. This is perhaps the most damaging myth of all, and science has thoroughly debunked it. In carefully designed studies, researchers found that the majority of cats form secure attachments to their humans, the same kind of bond that babies form with their parents. When your cat winds around your legs, sleeps against you, or simply chooses to be in the same room, she is showing deep affection in the quiet language of cats. They do not love loudly the way dogs do. A cat's love is subtle, offered in slow blinks, gentle head bumps, and the simple decision to stay close. The idea that cats do not care is not just wrong, it is the opposite of the truth. Your cat is bonded to you far more deeply than her calm exterior could ever reveal. Myth number 2. Purring always means a cat is happy. It seems obvious. A purring cat must be content. But the truth is far more complex and far more fascinating. Cats certainly purr when they are relaxed and comfortable, but they also purr when they are frightened, in pain, injured, or even close to death. Scientists believe purring is a kind of self-soothing, and remarkably, a form of self-healing. A cat's purr vibrates at frequencies that research suggests can ease pain and help the body repair itself. So a purr is not simply a smile, it can be a cat comforting herself through fear or illness. The next time your cat purrs, pay attention to the rest of her body. Her purr is a rich, layered signal, an ancient mechanism that does far more than tell you she is happy. It may be helping her heal. Myth number 3. Cats are nocturnal creatures of the night. We picture cats prowling in total darkness while we sleep, but this is not quite right. Cats are not truly nocturnal. They are crepuscular, which means they are most active at dawn and at dusk. This is a leftover instinct from their wild ancestors, who hunted in the dim light of early morning and evening, when their prey was active and their own eyes gave them a powerful advantage. That is why your cat may suddenly race around the house at sunrise or grow playful just as the sun goes down. She is not being difficult. She is following an ancient rhythm written deep in her blood. Understanding this can change everything. A good play session at dusk mimicking the hunt can satisfy that instinct and give you both a far more peaceful night. Myth number 4. When a cat brings you a gift, she is just showing off. We have all received the unwanted present. A toy, a leaf, or something far less pleasant left proudly at our feet. For years, people assumed cats did this to boast about their hunting skills or to pay us back for their food. But behaviorists now believe the truth is much sweeter. In the wild, mother cats bring prey home to teach their kittens how to survive. When your cat brings you a gift, she may be treating you as family, perhaps even as a hopeless kitten who never learned to hunt for herself. It is not arrogance, it is care, instruction, and love, expressed in the only way she knows. So the next time you find a strange little offering, remember, in cat language, it is one of the highest compliments she can give. Myth number 5. Cats cannot be trained and will never bond with you like a dog. People love to say cats are untrainable, that they are too independent to learn or to care. This could not be further from the truth. Cats are highly intelligent and perfectly capable of learning. With patience and rewards, cats can be taught to sit, to come when called, to high-five, even to walk on a leash. The reason they seem untrainable is simply that they are not desperate to please us the way dogs are. A cat works for herself, not for applause. But when a cat does choose to engage with you, to play, to learn, to follow you eagerly from room to room, it is genuine. She is not obeying out of instinct. She is choosing you, and that makes her affection all the more meaningful. Myth number 6. Cats meow to talk to other cats. Here is a fact that surprises almost everyone. Adult cats rarely, if ever, meow at one another. Among themselves, they communicate through scent, body language, and subtle signals. Meowing is something else entirely. It is a language cats developed specifically for us. Over thousands of years of living with humans, cats learned that we respond to vocal sounds, so they began to meow at us, and only us to get our attention. Even more touching, many cats develop unique sounds reserved for their favorite person, a private vocabulary built just for the two of you. So when your cat looks you in the eye and meows, understand what is really happening. She is not just making noise. She is speaking a language she invented entirely for you. Myth number 7. Cats are solitary loners who do not need anyone. The image of the lone, self-sufficient cat is deeply ingrained, but it is largely a myth. While cats can be independent, most domestic cats are surprisingly social, forming real bonds not only with their humans but sometimes with other animals too. Studies have shown that many cats actually prefer human interaction over food, which is remarkable for any animal. A bonded cat will follow you through the house, wait by the door for your return, and seek comfort from you when she is frightened or unwell. On your hardest days when you are sick or sad, you may find her pressed quietly against you as if she somehow understands. That is not the behavior of a loner. That is a creature who has chosen you as her family and who quietly needs you more than she will ever let on. Myth number 8, and this is the dangerous one. Cats always land on their feet, so they cannot really get hurt from a fall. It is true that cats have an incredible righting reflex. They can twist in midair to land on their paws, an astonishing feat of balance and instinct. But this myth has cost many cats their lives. Cats do not always land safely. They can be seriously injured or killed by falls, especially from windows and balconies. Veterinarians even have a name for the pattern of injuries they see: high-rise syndrome. A cat focused on a bird may misjudge a ledge or simply lose her balance. So please, never assume your cat is fall-proof. Secure your windows and balconies. That graceful reflex is real, but it is not magic, and believing this myth could put the creature you love in terrible danger. Myth number 9. When your cat stares at you, she is silently judging you. That long, unblinking gaze can feel unnerving, as though your cat is quietly disapproving of your every move. But a cat's stare is usually the opposite of judgment. When your cat looks at you with soft, relaxed eyes, she is simply paying attention to the most important thing in her world, which is you. And if that gaze is followed by a slow, gentle blink, where she closes her eyes and opens them again, she is giving you what behaviorists call a cat kiss, a clear signal of trust and affection. Far from criticizing you, your cat is telling you that she feels completely safe in your presence. Try slowly blinking back at her. In that quiet exchange, two very different creatures share something simple and profound. Not judgment, but love. Myth number 10. Cats can see in complete, total darkness. Your cat's night vision is extraordinary, far better than ours. Her eyes gather around 6 times more light than a human's, and a special mirror-like layer behind the retina catches every faint glimmer, which is why a cat's eyes seem to glow in the dark. But here is the truth. In absolute darkness with no light at all, a cat cannot see any better than you can. What looks like magic is actually her brilliant ability to use the tiniest trace of light. In return for this incredible night vision, cats sacrifice some sharpness and rich color by day. So your cat does not see in the dark like a creature from a story. She simply makes breathtaking use of the faintest light, turning a moonlit room into a world of soft silver detail you could never perceive. And that brings us to the biggest myth of all, the one almost everyone still believes. That cats are cold, and that they do not truly care about us. By now, you know the truth. The slow blinks, the gifts, the gentle head bumps, the way she waits by the door and presses close on your darkest days. None of that is the behavior of an indifferent animal. It is love, quiet and patient, and freely given by a creature who is never required to give it at all. We did not tame the cat. She looked at us and she chose to stay. So tonight, find your cat, offer her a slow, gentle blink, and watch her blink it back. If this changed the way you see your cat, subscribe and stay with us, and go give that little creature a gentle scratch and thank her for choosing you.